I don't think it's a butterfly, it's a moth or something like that here on the front, but it says butterflies. And this one, and these two, I put a little layered collage on the front, and a little ribbon here that is also through the first signature. There's two signatures in each one. This one is 108 pages. This one is 116. I guess I got carried away there. And this one is 104. But they all are similar pages that I did. They all have a little envelope in there, one envelope to put some secrets in, and not only that, it makes a beautiful tuck spot. And on the write-up, I told you how many, I'll let you know how many tuck spots there are, how many pockets, and pages again, and things like that. So you can only get so much in these little ones, and then they start, well, you know, sticking out really bad. And it also broke my heart to cut pages down this size. They've got some beautiful vintage pages in here, and to cut them down to fit here, it just absolutely broke my heart. But anyway, I did, because I wanted somebody to enjoy these books. They've been in my bookcase now for, like I said, a couple of years. And here are the glass beads. Each one of them has a different set of glass beads, strung from the first signature and the second signature, and each one of them is different. So they're all three separate, but I'm going to do a real fast flip through, because once you see one, you're going to see the theme of the other one. And I'll start here with the birds. That is 108 pages. Pardon me. Really cute on a cardboard box here on the rough side, and a flower and some string, little buttons, and a leaf. And I love these beads that I chose. Now this one is a handmade ceramic bead, and so is this green one, and the rest are glass beads. So let's just take this right off. We can just push it out like that, and it can stay where you don't lose it on the journal. So again, this is the Observer's Book of Birds, and you open it up. I have some embroidery fabric that you embroidery on. It's a little, it's more like a canvas stuff, but it's not canvas. I frayed it here and at the bottom. I added the marble paper to each one. The paper had gotten a little dirty, and some was written on, so I did that. But here was the Observer Book Birds. The original cover was this paper book cover, and here it is. It tells you about it, and see how the paper was. I wanted to update it some, and you'll see I did the same marble paper back here. Here is the original. See how it's aged all the way around, and then here is the beautiful marble paper that I chose to put in there. And here it tells you about the contents. Now all of those pages are out. I don't know how I'm going to use them, because they're just so frail. But like I said, this book was all three books are in excellent condition. And so I'm going to flip through. This is some of the vintage paper that I'm talking about that I just love. And I'll flip through real quick, because there's not that much. It's a writer's journal. I did forget to put that on my write-up, but it is a writer's journal. You can see all of the blank pages. And here's your one little tuck spot with a little tag stuck in there. One envelope that you can, I haven't fixed that yet. There it is. Put something in, one of your secrets or something, but just look at the paper. I mean, it's just, and it has a beautiful hand to it, feel to it, as people would say. And here is one of the strands. So how's everybody doing today? I love that our weather has changed some. It has cooled off. Our garden is venturing to the end, and we're thinking about planting some other things for the fall garden. I'm not sure yet. We've redid some of our plantings in the back and redid the front totally. Been really busy outside. It's like a silk linen feeling to it. But I tried to give you enough pages to write on. This is cardstock. You got a couple of pieces of cardstock. Write on the backs and write on the other paper. There are places that you can write on this vintage theme paper. This is another cardstock. I'm telling you the cardstocks in case you want to add any photos or anything. Each one of them has at least 2 cardstocks in it, and coffee stain paper. This one got a cardstock here in the center, and here's your other. You can just look at the colors of them. I mean, they're just exquisite. These are precious. I mean, these are really precious little. I don't think I've ever done one this small before. I knew not to put my 67 pound, very much of that paper in here, because then it would puff it up too much. And so this is a thinner, it's more an executive type paper, vintage paper. This is a vintage piece of my music, my personal music that I had when I was in grade school. And here is the back, and you can, this is a tuck spot, or they call them a belly band, but you can stick something in there on front and back, and this is it. And you can see the little back here. It does have a little mark right there, but that is, I mean, the age of this book is just absolutely phenomenal. So this is the bird book. So I really gave you more information than I planned to on it, so I will try to go faster on this one. This is the garden flowers. It has a more summery feel in the beads because of the color, and then the, here we go, and the thing has the same collage theme going on with the threads and the flower and a pink pearl and the little tiny buttons. And here you can see where I put some gesso on the cardboard to age that up, but you can see the book is in pretty, you know, just a little worn around some of the edges, but I think that gives it a vintage feel to it. They're just almost priceless to me. Same, different. Each one of them has a different marble that I picked out for it. And here it has the original cover, you can see, and you've got a tuck spot here. And so here we go. See, it's the same theme paper. It's just maybe in different. This one's going to have more tags in it. I think it has 3 tags pinned to it that you can write on the back, just to give it a little different personality. Cardstock, great for photos or ink, heavy paint. Same paper. And here are the beads you saw once. Yep. Your envelope. Isn't this pretty? And here's your tuck spot here. Got a little something in there. Coffee stain. This one has 116 pages. They're both, all three, very similar. This one, I just put it in there. It wouldn't fit in the envelope, so I didn't want to fold it. Another strip of my coffee dyed paper. Another that you can write on. Tag. I didn't do any ribbons inside, you know, like I usually, or yarn or anything in the tags. I thought it would just be putting too much in here. Now, I did mix up the pages in all three. You have some newspaper weight in here that I printed on. They're all neutral. They're all three a writing journal. Which I mean, I've left a lot of space. I didn't decorate everything, but they're not a non-decorated journal. I did put things in there, and I did do special stuff to it. But there's plenty of room for you to continue. Here's the back. It tells you all about the book and what other books they had, and you can see how worn it is and everything. But I wanted to pick out something that went with this cover. You can see a little bit of the more worn pieces around, but I wanted to leave it. I didn't want to stain it, you know, or put anything on it. I wanted you to see it. I think that's part of the beauty of it, of her. And so this is the Observer's Book of the Gardens. Flowers, yes. Okay, now to our last one. It's the Observer's Book of the Butterflies. And she has also her personal jewels down here at the bottom. She's a creamy white. She might have been a white. I know I'm looking at my thing there, and it looks whiter on that than it does. It looks like a cream here, and this is a cream ribbon on her, and she's also tied. Two signatures. Each one has two signatures. 104 pages, and I'll flip through. Now she has her own different marble paper on the inside. I did protect the spine. But her spine was in good shape. I just wanted the fabric there because that's for wear and tear of going back and forth. And here we go. And then here's a little tuck spot, I think. Yeah, this is in there. Got a lot of little butterflies in here. Envelope for you to put something in. See, this is the feel of the paper, the vintageness. And here's the beads. One strand of beads. My hand's getting your way of seeing your paper, doesn't it? I see that. These are so tiny for my big hands. But 3.5 by 5 3/4 is not tiny. Mini is coming in between 1 and 2.5 inches. It's 1 inch wide, 2.5 inches this way. And I said, that's just too tiny for me to even try. So I'm not doing one. I think this is about as small as I want to go. Is this size, and you can see the fabric in between here, and a little up tuck spot, and all of the pens and the ink and the typewriter is in on these pages are in reference to a writer's book. Let me undo these real quick. I think that one's pretty. It's got some ink on it. And this one. And this is a piece of a file folder. You know, a hanging file folder? No, a file folder. Yeah. And she is, Butterflies is 104 pages. And I love this. It goes so well with her. Now she did not have a paper book cover like these did that belonged to them. But on the back of the cover is what they put there. It tells you all about their other Observer Issues series in here, and it was $1.95, and it came from over in Europe somewhere. You can tell with that insignia right there that's European. And so, I mean, that's part of the book. It's not glued on there or anything. It was part of the book. So that is it for me today. I'm going outside and enjoying this weather. I've enjoyed talking to you guys. Again, let me just put them back up here. They're separate. Each one of them is reasonably priced, and they're separate. And they're separate on Etsy. I just wanted to, since they're so small and so little, I wanted to share them all in one video. So have a good day. Bye-bye.